Happy New Year! It's January 1st of the new year, a time when everybody thinks to themselves, new year, new me. Of course, why wouldn't we think this? It's the start of a new year, so it's the start of a new me. A time to reinvent myself, a time to look at who we want to become. Every year, the media portrays how during the new year, we as people should agree to the start of a new self. It's a time to try new things, form new habits, and create resolutions. The definition of a resolution is a firm decision to do or not do something. The most common resolutions include learning a new language, being healthier, and many more. I know last year I made a couple, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys made some as well. Now, I want you to picture this. There's this student, Charlie, who in the past had previously struggled with turning in his assignments. Not turning in his assignments really affected his grades. Charlie decided this year is going to be different. He wanted to become more organized. He thought to himself, I'm going to stay on top of it, I'm going to continue to push through, I will be different. So he went out and bought himself a planner. The first 2 weeks of school go by, and Charlie's planner looks like this. He's staying on top of it. He has what happened in class, what's due, what's going to happen the next day, and when quizzes are. He's feeling great. He's staying on top of it. He started off strong. Another 2 weeks go by, and Charlie's planner looks like this. He's still staying on top of it. There is one missing assignment. It's not impacting his grade as much, and he is continuing to push through. Another 2 weeks go by, and Charlie's planner looks like this. Yeah, he started to slip up even more. The missing assignments kept piling up. He's still writing what's due, but now it looks more like a threat. He's thinking to himself, how could this have possibly happened? He started off strong, thinking this year is going to be different, essentially thinking he'll become a new person like that. However, if we were to think of the start of a new year as equating to the start of a new person, we wouldn't be able to utilize our past, including past mistakes, to identify what works and what doesn't. People are constantly changing, forming new habits and creating new goals. But only when they utilize their history are they able to effectively achieve those goals. I now want you to picture this. There's this girl, let's call her Stacy, who wants to save money for a new car. She wants to save approximately $150. She thinks about, before she starts saving money, what has previously prevented me from doing so? She is able to identify that previously she spent a little too much money on non-essentials. And certain weeks, she wouldn't be able to save $150. She might have only had $20, but she wouldn't save at all. She was able to identify that this time she has to think about her past self to be able to push through. So instead, she is going to not spend as much money on non-essentials, but still recognize that it's okay to splurge on yourself. She's also going to recognize that she might not have $150 that week to put aside. It might only be $10, and that's okay because she is still growing. Something I like to think about is how yesterday I'm not the same person I am today, and nor the same person I will be tomorrow. But yesterday's decisions affect who I am today, and today I can build for a better tomorrow. By identifying that our past selves influence who we are today, we are able to better prepare for what's to come tomorrow. People are constantly growing. People being humans, make mistakes. And when those mistakes happen, it's hard, they impact us, and it's hard to continue to push through, especially if it's unaffected, especially if they aren't planned. But when we plan for those mistakes to possibly happen, we are better able to push through and continue with that momentum. Going from 0 to 100 is very hard. It's very simple. However, maintaining that drive and consistency is very hard. But when we recognize that it takes time and steps to build, we are better able to continue going. Let's continue to think like Stacy and build new chapters instead of trying to recreate a new book without identifying our past history. When we are better able to do that, we see how much we have grown and how much is left to come. When we recognize that, we are better able to build for a better tomorrow. Thank you.